Boxing back, boxing back, boxing back. This one for the ages. Yes, yes, yes. This one for the ages. Shout out my guy H Money Boxing. Yesterday he was lit. Shout out to Joe popping up, dropping the gems. You understand me? Uh, David Morrell, man. David Morrell fails. He never fails to upset us. He put on the biggest fights. He won the biggest fights. He won the legacy fights. And this one for the ages. Yes, yes, yes. This one for the ages, y'all. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. You want to donate? Hit the link. Go check my bio. Cash App, PayPal there. Don't get at me. Let's get it though. We got to talk, man. Legendary. If you hear any music in the background, do not own a copyright to them, so please do not take them alive. Or please do not give me a copyright claim. We gotta talk it. We gotta talk it. David Benavidez, David Morrell next year, first quarter. Ooh! Tank finishing the year out. David Benavidez opening the year. Beautiful. Know we gonna get it, man. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Do y'all like the fight? Listen, Benavidez never upset us, y'all. From the rip, he make this shit happen. He won the best fights out there. I know Canelo like, woo! But Canelo is not over. Christian and Billy's still there. These two might be fighting each other, but Christian and Billy is still there. Yes, he is. So ain't no ducking process yet. Or do the winner of this fight get the Canelo fight? That's what I'm thinking, y'all. For this fight to happen, I'm like, damn. And especially for it to be in January, the winner of this fight will meet Canelo Cinco de Mayo. I promise y'all. Watch that happen, y'all. And we're going to be here talking about it like, damn it, that happened. Watch that happen. But it's going to be a great fight. Like I say, man, Dave Morrell, his ring IQ is electrifying. He real explosive. I hear people complaining about his inside game, but to me, he got it all. He the total package. He's a Cuban Muhammad Ali. I mean, he's a Cuban Muhammad Ali. But I really think Benavidez can still pull it off. You know, because we all know Benavidez is a late starter. He's a second half fighter. A late starter is a second half fighter. But Benavidez can't afford to lose the early rounds. In the early rounds, the first 6 rounds, only 2 to 3 rounds he can afford to lose. He got to go on the split. The first 6 rounds is going to determine everything. If it goes the distance, the first 6 rounds is going to determine everything. And we know Benavidez, he give up the early rounds. So if he give up the first 4 rounds, it's going to be tight. So that means you got to win. You got to win the championship rounds, and you got to win. You got to get 6 to 7 rounds out of that 12. You got to snatch 7 rounds out of that 12. Or 8. You got to give them 4 rounds. You understand? And if I was David Benavidez, you know, the first round, they're going to come in trying to figure each other out. Don't do that. Don't come in and trying to figure each other out. You go straight attack mode. That's what training camp is for. Go straight attack mode. Win the first round. Give them the second. Give them the third. Win the fourth. Win the fifth. 6, 7, give up. Eighth take. Ninth, you can give up. 10, 11, 12, you take that. You feel me? That's how you gotta plan it out. You understand me? And that should be fighters' game plan. Your game plan should be, all right, I'm gonna give them this round and I'm gonna take this round. You feel me? That should be your mindset. And what I mean by that is, the rounds that you want to win, you go in there and prove that you want to win them. You be more explosive and more electrifying. With David Benavidez, he got to hit, that shit like that, man. Pay-per-view too. And this Dave Morrell, this is the first time in history. Shout out to H Money Box, that brought it up yesterday. Like, our first time in history seeing a 12-0 fighter on pay-per-view. You understand me? But his talent speak volume. His talent speak volume. I love it. I love it. I love the fight. Especially the open the year up of 2025. It's going to show that boxing is going to be more exciting. The undercard, I predict the undercard. We probably get the rematch with Pitbull and Ryu, co-main event, and it can happen. That can happen. Why? Because they both PBC fighters. So like Canelo now, like what Canelo gonna do? He got a long time to chill and relax, and I guarantee you, it's gonna be the winner out of this fight. The winner out of this fight will get Canelo. Cinco de Mayo. But the monster attack. He here. He's speaking volume. He's chasing greatness. His legacy mean everything. But this is a tough fight. You can't play with Dave Morrell. You can't, like I say, it's gonna be hard, man. This is a pure 50-50 fight. It can go either way. Both of these boxers, both of these fighters got power. Morrell was just a way more slicker fighter. But we really never seen Benavidez box. You feel me? So we don't really know if Benavidez slick. We don't know. We just know him. He pressures shit. He'll lose rounds and then he'll take you to the deep waters and drown you. All the greats do that. When you look at Canelo, Tank, Benavidez, they wait. They give up the early rounds and they come attack, and get the job done. But like I say, with this one, it's going to be a little difficult because Morrell is not a slouch, and he know the game plan. He's smart. His IQ is on a trillion, so he's gonna he already gonna know the move. And plus, Rodney Shields, he been in the game too long. He done seen everything. Old head done seen every motherfucking thing. So Rodney Shields ain't gonna let that shit let nothing happen to his fighter. You understand me? He's not gonna let nothing happen to his fighter. And a lot of people see it's two A-sides fighting, man. That's all I can say. It's two A-sides fighting. It's two alpha males, A-plus fighters fighting. Only thing I can tell both fighters is elite sparring. Elite sparring. Not sparring a C-plus fighter, a D-plus fighter. A B-plus, you need A-plus fighters to spar with. You gotta have elite sparring. Elite sparring is going to get you this win. You can do all the jogging, you can do all of that shit. Y'all do it all the time for training camp. Only thing is going to help you is elite sparring. Your sparring got to be elite. You got to go to work, and you really got to work on things. And you got to have fighters that mimic this guy. If I was David Benavidez, Ben Whitaker, call Ben Whitaker, call Ben the camp. Get 2 days out of him, give him like $20,000, $50,000. I'm just speaking the truth, bro. Ben Whitaker is a perfect example. Whitaker is definitely a perfect example. That's elite sparring. So if I was David Benavidez, I'll grab Ben. You feel me? And but it depends if you got to fight. For Dave Morrell, a type of fighter like Benavidez, it's hard because I don't see people that mimic him. You feel me? You can't spar his brother because that's his brother. Plus that'd be like a mold and you can't. But one of the Charlos, you down there in Houston. You feel me? Down there in Texas. So one of the Charlos, Brian Costanzo. Yeah, Brian, to each his own. But all I can say is elite sparring is going to get you the victory. Anything else is irrelevant. You feel me? So, yo, this gonna be one for the ages, man. Boxing is ending off crazy. You got Tim Tszyu. This weekend you got Benavidez and Bivol. Next week Tim Tszyu. Then you got Williams of Payton, Tevin Farmer. Then you got the Tank David. You got Boots and Karen. Boots and Karen. You got Bam Bam on the card. You got Ray Savage on a lit card. I'm there. I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there live. I'm gonna be live in Philly. I can't show the fight, but I'm gonna commentate live while we live at the fight. And then you got the Tank Davis fight, Tank and Lamont Roach, big closeout, PBC. And then you got Fury and Usyk. It's major. That's major. The inboxing off and then to bring it back first quarter, top of the year with this fight. It show where boxing is headed, the direction, on the right path. That shit was like, on the right path. Goddamn, what up, man? All pure, man. Beautiful, man. All pure, baby. Yeah, you hear what's popping, man? Morrell and Benavidez. Oh my God, this is the one. This one for the ages, man. I keep telling people this one for the ages. I was live yesterday on H Money Boxing and shit. Shout out my guy H Money. And we was discussing it. Shout out to Joe. Joe popped up. Joseph popped up. Everybody know the legend, the most honorable Joe. You feel me? Giving us game. My son was on there. Shout out, 2-time amateur Golden Glove champion in Philly and shit, in Pennsylvania. Naeem De Jesus, you know what I mean? The honor snatcher. Joe just was giving them game, and he just was giving us, behind the scenes game of what's going on in boxing, what's going to take place. It's a lot of beautiful things about to come up. The interview yesterday was lit. H Money had that shit lit. Even Coach Malachi, his live was lit too. But it's here. It's here. Hopefully the winner of this get Canelo. I heard. Hopefully the winner of this get Canelo. You feel me? The winner of this get Canelo. What I'm gonna start doing. If you got an Instagram, you ain't gotta follow me. Just hit me up. So I go live. I send the stream to you. We can pop up on this shit. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's what I usually do. I should do it. I got shit with my guy Barry and shit. Send him the live and he'll pop up and we just bust it up. But yeah, this one for the ages, man. And like I say, don't be surprised if Pitbull and Ryu rematch be the co-main event. Boxing ending off with a bang in his and my guy H Money, what up? What up, my guy? That shit was crazy, man. That shit was legendary yesterday. Joe popped up. You feel me? Joe popped up, baby. That shit was crazy, man. I told y'all, man, my guy H Money had Joe in the building yesterday, dropping gems on us. Dropping all gems and all facts too. But this one right here is for the motherfucking ages, man. This one is for the ages, man. Morrell Benavidez. Elite sparring. That's all I can say is elite sparring. Like, this one gonna be real, man. And the winner I got a feeling the winner gonna get Canelo because it's gonna be in January, and Canelo gonna sit back and he gonna use that to his advantage. And that's the wrong thing Canelo gonna do. He gonna use that to his advantage. He gonna be like, both of them fight. They put on the war. I ain't got no choice but to fight them now. And that's gonna force that 200 million. I promise y'all. He gonna get that fight. One of them boys gonna land that fight. It's a 50-50 fight, yeah. I can say that, but the better boxer gonna win. Like I keep saying, and I said it earlier, Benavidez. Please, do not give up them early rounds, bro. Do not give up them early rounds. You can't give it up to Morrell, but Morrell gonna know that. You understand? Ronnie already know. See, Ronnie Shields already know the game plan. OG ready. Yeah, God did, that's true, but it's all about Bivol winning. It's all about Bivol winning because Canelo did say he want the rematch with Bivol. He definitely said that, but he got to get this victory. Bivol got to get this victory. And all I want to know is if Bivol can take a Benavidez punch. You feel me? If he can take a punch. And if he snatch that title, both of them boys up there. Them niggas at 175. Like 168, 175, bro. You can't duck him. This shit, listen, on top of that, bro, this shit is crazy, man. Like, it's the matches are mandatories. It's the matches are mandatories. Like I'm gonna be real. To me, this is a big ass fight. This is one of the biggest fighters in boxing. To me. You understand? And I hopefully a lot of people can see it that way because everybody know who David Benavidez is. Everybody know the Mexican Monster. Tyson named him the Mexican Monster. And the performance he put on. But Morrell, bro. Dave Morrell, bro. The Cuban Ali, man. The Cuban Muhammad Ali, man. Niggas ain't fucking with him, man. His box game is crazy. Now, I mean, his defense is crazy. Now, I mean, I'm trying to listen. Go a couple fights at 168 when he was like 6-0, 7-0, 8-0. But during when he became 6th, 7th, and 8th, yo, that nigga was using his offense like his defense and just fucking people up, bro. Getting the stoppage. I was like, this boy mean, this kid mean. And just like H said yesterday, H broke the news yesterday, bro. Shout out my guy H Money Boxing, H Money Mob. Like, bro, I'm telling y'all, he said it yesterday. This is the first time in history that we seen, and I'm agreeing with him that a 12-0 fighter on pay-per-view, headlining 175. I'm telling you, this is a big ass fight, yo. This is one of the biggest fights. Starting the year off, this is one of the biggest fights. And if y'all do not know David Morrell, y'all better go watch that tape. And I promise y'all, y'all gonna know about him that night. Y'all gonna see some shit. Y'all think Caleb Plant was, you see how he was winning the early rounds fighting Benavidez? Excuse me. You gonna see some shit. Which one? Oh, Pitbull? I think Pitbull and Ryo gonna be on the David Benavidez card. I think that, But y'all, I did a video earlier. I was saying that Dave Morrell and Jerron Boots in this, when they be switch hitting and fucking people, they remind me a little bit of each other. That's what they do. When they switch hit, like, bro, they remind me of each other. Man. And people gotta forget, David Morrell was a switch hitter. He can switch. That boy nice, man. But like I said, Benavidez can't give up the early rounds. Then I watched some people saying about Dave Morrell inside game. He got an inside game. The last time I checked his training with Rodney, that's all Rodney had him doing, working on his inside game. That nobody brought it out of him yet. You feel me? Nah. David Benavidez, they their own main event. Him and Dave Morrell, they their own headline. The Lamont Roach card, Tank versus Lamont Roach. The co-main event is gonna be Big Charlo and Boo Boo Andre. That's the co-main event on that card. That's a banger. That's a lit card, bro. Now, I mean, Charlo gonna be home. You feel me? Charlo got a home field advantage game. He got a home game, co-main event, whole game. But Benavidez card, the only thing I see, and that the world can see, and it's gonna make sense, is Pitbull and Ryo on that card. Yeah, God did. It's gonna be them two on a Tank Jones. That's it. Tank card lit. The NPBC off with that banger in the fourth quarter. Then in the first quarter, to open it up with these two motherfuckers. Yo, Al Heyman put on the biggest cards, man. He put on the biggest motherfucking cards. That's what I can say. Then he ended that. But this week is fight week. Benavidez Bivol. Next week we got Tim Zoo. Then after that week No, we got the Williams to pay the Tevin Farmer. I gotta go with Tev. Tev. No, that's my little nephew-in-law. He messed with my niece and shit. So shout out to my niece Polka. Um, then you got the Boots fight. I'm gonna go to the Boots fight. I'm gonna be live. They ain't gonna let me show it because they gonna strike my shit. But I'm gonna be live and I'm gonna be switching that shit around real fast. You feel me? And I'm gonna do a live reaction live. I'll be there. We gonna party down that motherfucker. I got court coming up that in like 2 weeks after that. But I'm gonna go out there and party in that motherfucker, have a good time. Um, then we got what Fury and Tank. Then after the Tank and Lamont Roach, we got Fury and Usyk ending the year off. Then boxing going right back up again. Like it. Yeah, shoot through the Boots fight. We there, man. We can link up. Shoot by the courts. You know what I mean? Cause I'm gonna be real, yo. Last Boots fight, attended. That shit was sold out, man. That shit was over like 17,000 people, y'all. That shit was pushing 18,000 people that night. Just watching the fight, and the rest of the 2,500, 2,700 that was lingering around by the food court, grabbing girls and shit. Now I mean, like that joint was lit. And it was no problems. Everybody went home safe. It was a beautiful thing, man. That shit was beautiful, man. I loved it. But I'll be there. That car lit. That car stacked up. That Boots car stacked the fuck up. That joint stacked up. But shout out to Boots. Boots, I told you, man. I told you. You the one that started this. You the one that created this. And why I say that? Because you're the one that started motherfuckers fighting their mandatories. You the one that started these motherfuckers to fight their mandatories. Yes, Boots in his dead. Yo, goddamn, that shit was lit. Bro, that shit was lit. Man, I'm going to tell people, if you want to come there, to have a good... I wasn't by myself. I met my cousin there. My son was there. I met them niggas there. I was by myself. My cousin ordered a seat next to me. Whenever I shoot down South Philly, I got to call him. You know what I mean? And if you know how Tasker Street Projects is, that's who I call. Yeah, old cuzzo. And, he come down, and he's somebody down there, and, the goons outside. You know what I mean? Yeah, Boots built different. But Dave Morrell, I was thinking about that shit earlier. I'm like, damn, Dave Morrell and Boots, they remind me, like they got a similar style, you know what I mean? Switch hitting, how they lead with their jab, their defense, how they absorb a shot and throw that shit back, no catch and shoot. Everything, like, they the same. It's that, it's different trainers. You feel me? And we know Bozy a legend, we know Rodney Shields is a legend, that shit gonna be crazy. But Benavidez, his dad training him, so he gotta get somebody in camp. I'm telling you, like, elite sparring is gonna get him over the hump. You ain't gonna get elite sparring, bro. That shit over. That shit over. I'm telling y'all right now, that shit over. Real rap, that shit over. And this nigga Bud Crawford, bro, just go in the gym with Tio. We want to see you fight Tio, man. That's it. Fight Tio. Just beat him up. If you want to beat him up, beat him up. But I'm telling y'all, every time Tio fights somebody that everybody say, oh, he gonna wash Tio. Tio always end up winning. Remember the Russian guy that dropped Terrence Bud Crawford? He opened Bud's chin. And Bud got up, but Bud stopped him. Well, the ref, but Bud Crawford, no. He fight a person. Like Boots Ennis. Tio can do it. But we heard that Brian Norman Jr. dropped Bud in sparring. We heard Brian Norman Jr. floored Bud in sparring. Like the time Earl Spence Facts, God did. You hit that shit right on the nose. You hit that shit right on the nose. It's his level of competition. When he was fighting Sandor Martin and Gamboa, he was like, what the fuck? When he was fighting Steve Claggett, I was like, what the fuck? But I like Steve Claggett. I don't know why. I like him because he don't give up. And yesterday, I think Brad G or it was you. One of y'all was saying that y'all brought up Mickey Ward, and I was like, and it hit me. I'm like, damn, Steve Claggett remind me of Mickey Ward. He remind me of Mickey Ward, or I think, and that's when my guy John Parham, he was like, yo, he do remind you of Mickey Ward. Steve, what up, y'all? But like Bud, man, just give them the opportunity. Stop trying to act gangster and do something. But I think they're gonna fight. I think they're gonna build this shit up and they're gonna fight. And then it'll be good. I'd rather have the Tio fight than the Virgil fight. Virgil, like, or not, let's Bud can do both of them real fast. Know what I mean? And fight somebody next September. He can end the year off with this guy, Victor Ortiz. Then he can fight Tio, and then September, hopefully, he get the winner of whoever beat between David Morrell and Benavidez after they fight Canelo. Hey, what they ask, Steve? What they ask? You gotta look. You gotta show the motherfuckers don't disrespect you, man. You know what I mean? But that's what a lot of people do nowadays. Especially these children. Listening to this music, listening to music, watching these videos, really thinking these rappers living this life, and these rappers ain't living the shit they talking about. Half of them ain't never did none of the shit they talking about. Now I mean, ain't no problem going to college or nothing, but a lot of these motherfuckers, man, like these niggas is college students. You feel me? Like this real rap, I agree. I fully agree with you, Steve. Like it be a lot of cornball shit going on out here. You said, do I got Morrell over Benavidez? It's a 50-50 fight, but I'm going to say, Dave can pull it off, but I'm going to say yeah. 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 Dave Morrell going to shock the world. He going to let people know who he is. Yeah, John, God did. I'm gonna pick Morrell. I'm gonna pick Morrell. I'm gonna pick Morrell. I got these. My fist. I got these, my fist. If y'all hear any music on my background, it's not on the copyrights and none of that shit. Hold on, y'all. You don't know who to pick. Like I said, but Benavidez can pull that shit off. Like, when we see him down losing fights, he always get that punch. And then that shit just be, you feel me? He pulled it off. He pulled that shit off with Keenan Plant. He pulled that shit off with Monroe. He pulled that shit off with, Bro, he pulled that shit off a couple times, man. Had a lot of good fights. He had definitely a lot of good fights, and he pulled that shit off. He pulled that shit off with Boo Boo Andre. He did it. That boy did it. So I ain't counting him out. He got a punch a chance. He definitely got a punch a chance. But what I seen his last fight and what I seen Morrell last fight, and I'm like, all right, Morrell gonna go in there and have fun. That's what he gonna go in there and do. He gonna go in there and have fun. And Benavidez, he's gonna give up the early rounds. And if it go the distance, and nobody touched that canvas, I don't know, it could be a robbery. But I got Morrell on this one, man. But somebody going down. Know what I mean? Somebody named Dave going down. We just don't know the last name. But all I know, somebody named Dave is going to sleep. And that night we're going to find out what David is. You feel me? Like, it's a tough fight. No, it's a beautiful fight, man. That shit. Bro, I thought that shit broke the internet yesterday when he dropped that shit. I thought he broke the internet. Because the crazy thing is, a couple days ago, I seen that picture. That's crazy, right? Remember we seen that picture? And then he came up, he said something about it. And he said, no, I prefer fighting Jesse Hart. And the next thing you know, yesterday, my son sent me the thing. I'm like, man. I was about to write my son, like, you already seen that picture. Then I looked, I said, Benavidez 300. I clicked that joint. He posted. I said, oh, shit. He posted. And then that's when I see my guy, H Money on live. Hop right on that joint. Hey, Trey, your mom kid, man. Next. You know? But yeah, the fight, it's a good fight, man. You know, Benavidez, like I said, Benavidez, you know, he got to change up some shit. You know, he got to tighten up on his defense. He can't afford to get hit too much. With this one, he's going to have to box. We got to see something different from him. And we're going to see something different from Benavidez. We're going to really see him box this time. We're going to see him, you know, I got a feeling he probably coming on some pressure type shit. Like, I'm going to walk you down. I'm going to walk you down with this jab. That's what I feel about Benavidez. I'm going to walk you down with a jab, but this jab is going to be a double jab. I'm going to keep double jabbing you. Then I'm going to come with this overhand. Why? Because if I give you the time to wake up something and cook up something, I can get fucked up. Why? Because I get hit too much. But you know, I got speed, you got speed. So Dave, the little fat motherfucker, he got some speed with him. You know what I mean? He throw a lot of combinations. But sometimes when he throw him, he'll tire himself out. You know? So that's why I say, Morrell is he already know that. He know that. You feel me? He know the game plan. He know his game plan. Like, yeah, his cardio better be super superb. You understand me? Because we synced it already his last fight. I'm like, all right, even though Alexander came in the bigger fighter, but I'm like, all right, we seen it. Then when Dave Morrell had his fight on Bud Undercard, and he was fighting Hot Rod, he stung Hot Rod. He stung him. He didn't get the knockout, but he stung him. And I was like, damn, I'm looking at Hot Rod. Hot Rod reminded me of David Benavidez. You know what I mean? And then me seeing that, I'm like, all right, it's a 50-50 fight between both of these niggas and they fighting at 175, if I'm not mistaken. So it's a 50-50 fight between both of them, because when they both went up there, ain't none of them niggas dead good. You know, so hopefully we get to see something different. You know what I mean? Be a different picture with this one. But you know, I love it for boxing, man. The world gotta love this one for boxing, man. It's the one. Shout out my niece, Ambitious in Peril. Shout out Humble, you know what I mean? And shout out my guy Javi too. You dig me? I all support it, you know what I mean? I really do designing. I do people that do designing. They create their own merch. You understand me? I got my merch about to drop again. Hopefully I beat this motherfucking case, but I got to drop again after that. You know what I mean? But yeah, you know, it's big things going on in boxing, and PBC running that shit. Turkey out of shit, got respect what you did with Wilder and with Joshua and Dynamite. That was your first one, but nigga, that's the UK. We talking about the States. Al Heyman run the States, bro. Al Heyman put on the biggest cards. PBC put on the biggest fucking cards. What is you talking about? This is a big fight. I want the world to know this is a big ass fight, y'all. This is a big ass fight. A lot of people probably, who the fuck is Dave Morrell? Bro, you don't know who Dave Morrell is, nigga? This is a big fight. I don't know why people ain't saying it's a big fight. I think it's a big fight. You know, both champions, you know. You know, one an intern, the other one, if I'm not mistaken, didn't Morrell capture the WBA, if I'm not mistaken, at 175 when he fought a Hot Rod or some shit like that. I know he got a title that day, WBA, WBO, one of the motherfuckers. And then Dave Morrell won the intern, you know, of the WBC. So, you know, they went up there, they both fought for a belt. King Gucci TV, what up, what up, what up? What you think about this Rumble, baby? What you think about this Rumble? Trey Young crazy, man. Trey, you gotta chill, man. Cause it'll be a big fight, it'll be me and you, nigga. That'll be a big fight, nigga. Me versus you. I'll punch you on your ass, all body shots. I won't touch your face. Yeah, since Canelo done. Well, I'm gonna be real. I think I'm just shooting from the hip. You feel me? I'm pulling, shooting from the hip. I'm pulling and I'm shooting from the hip. Uh, Hopefully he get the winner of this. No, that's what I was saying earlier. Canelo probably take advantage of this situation right here, right? Because he probably say, "Oh, these niggas rumbling each other in January." Well, let me see the damage that's going to happen in this fight. So whoever wins, it doesn't matter. I know they're going to be damaged. So I want the winner of that fight. Because now it's going to land on Cinco de Mayo. And I'm going to go to work. Why? Because I know they still damaged from the fight before. So all I got to do come in there and do my shit. You know, on Canelo, baby. Big payday. Know what I mean? That's what I'm shooting from the hip saying that. Know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. Christian and Billy still don't got a fighter. And he's one of Canelo mandatories. But I got a feeling Canelo going to do that. I'm telling y'all, watch. Canelo going to end up pulling that off. Watch. I do not own none of the copyrights to any songs y'all hear, so please do not fuck my live up. Hit that like button, y'all. Hit that subscribe button, man. Let's get this shit up out of here. You know, put this shit in the algorithm so these motherfuckers can hear our voice. You know what I mean? We ain't ducking no smoke. We ain't ducking no wreck. I'm letting everybody talk, heavy talk these shit. You know, like I said, I'm trying to get a motherfucking, I'm trying to comment on here with y'all so I can send y'all a link, but this shit don't let me, I don't know, this shit be weird. But yeah, probably get some moderators and shit. But yeah, man. Y'all want to donate to the channel, all you gotta do hit my bio, the Cash App and the PayPal there, but I ain't worried about that. I'm just worried about this motherfucking fight. You understand me? That's all I'm worried about. This motherfucking fight. And you know, the winner take all. And what I mean by that, you know, Canelo, baby. Canelo gotta be the ending game. Because it makes sense. It looked like a Canelo tournament, yo. That's what it looked like to me, a Canelo tournament. But it makes sense. It makes a lot of sense. It make a lot of sense. It make a lot of sense. For that to happen in January, and then 5 months later, you get these guys. Know what I mean? You rumble January, back, bam. Get a 2-week, 3-week off. Beginning of February, you feel me? Chill. March come. Y'all back in camp. March, April, May. Canelo. Watch it happen like that, though. I love it, man. I love this shit, man. I love it. Shout out to both Dave. Shout out Benavidez. Shout out Dave Morrell for making this shit happen. Shout out Benavidez Sr. Shout out Rodney Shields, OG coach, still putting on crazy work. He got another fighter fighting Boo Boo Andre on Tank Undercard co-main event. That's a big ass card right there too. Davis, Roach, Charlo, Andre. But they should start doing next year. What I was saying is, I said this shit earlier, right? What they need to start doing when they got a championship fight. What they need to do is, all right, we got a championship fight, right? So out of this championship fight, this fighter that's the champion, he got a mandatory, right? So his mandatory, if he got a mandatory at the WBC, and this person got a mandatory with the WBA, the two contenders, that's the mandatories, they should fight each other. And that should always be the co-main event. The contenders, which is the mandatory, should always be co-main event. The champion should always be main event. And opening up the card should be the prospects. Prospects of the year that people shooting for, or prospect of the month. They should be the fighters that should be opening up. Like, for instance, we can have, this is what I'm going to use. Abdullah Mason, Emilio Vargas, they prospects, right? They opening up the shit, right? Well, we got two prospects. It's four fights to a card, right? So real rap, like, all right, let's say, all right, if it's four fights to a card, the first two fights, or let's say Cormel open up, Cormel Moten and another prospect, Joe Cardina, they gonna use his bum ass. They opening up the fight, right? They prospects. Then we get Abdullah Mason and Emilio Vargas. They opening up their prospects, and then you'll have like Keyshawn Davis versus Floyd Schofield Jr. They're contenders, but they're mandatories to Tank. And then you got Tank fighting Lamont Roach. You feel me? I'm just using that as an example. That's how they should do next year. That's how all boxing fights should be. Why? Because now you're forcing these fighters to fight the mandatories. And back then, they used to do that shit. You'll see the prize fighters, and then you'll see the contender, right? The mandatory nigga, he in there rumbling. He won. He fighting the champion. If the champion won the next fight, he's fighting the contender, the nigga that won on his fight card. That's how it used to be, and that's how we used to know who these fighters was, and that's how it should go back. But at tournaments, it got to go back that way because they got to stick to the brackets, man. All of this, oh, I'm going over here. If you're not unifying, you got to fight your mandatories. And that's why I say, Boots, you did that shit, bro. Big respect. We respect that shit. You did that. You forced these motherfuckers to fight their mandatories. You forced them, baby. And that's what it is.
1, 2, 3.
That's what it is.
Have a new champion.
That's what it is, baby. Shout out to Boots for making that shit happen. Waking the boxing world up like, nah, bro, I'm going to fight my mandatory. I'm going to force y'all to fight y'all mandatories. And this is what it is, you know. So it won't be called no ducks because that's what it is. A lot of people ain't fighting their mandatories and people calling these people ducks. That's why a lot of us calling Canelo a duck. But then he reversed back. He fought two of his mandatories, Munguia Balenga. But we screaming like, damn, you ain't gonna give Morrell or Benavidez their shot. And when I seen this shit, I'm like, yeah, it's gonna happen. He's gonna do that. But like I said, he's gonna use this fight. He's gonna use this fight to his advantage. Cause this gonna be a war. I promise y'all, this fight right here is gonna be a war. This fight right here is gonna be a war, bro. It's gonna be a war. It's gonna be a war. And Canelo gonna take advantage. He gonna use that to his advantage. He gonna be like, damn, whoever won, you know, he gonna be in a lot of pain, still pressure. You know, he gonna feel like, no, I punch hard. I'm Nello. They can't hang in there with me. Look. And in his mind, that's what he looking, cause he like, yo, Berlanga is a big motherfucker. He a big kid. You know what I mean? And he was like, no, I put him down, but I still, you know, I made him a star. You know, even though he was, you know, had a little knockout ratio. You know, he was a cool little star, but I turned him into a star now. But with these guys, what I did to him, and he's bigger boned than these two niggas. I can do some damage. Why? Because both of them, they just damaged each other. They gave they all in that fight. And I ain't going to even do that. I'm just going to come in here, use my head movement, hit the arms, hit the shoulders. I'm get inside, I'm going to hit them hip bones. Know what I mean? And I'm going to go to work. I'm just going to be me. And he going to get the job done. I'm telling you, he going to knock one of them out. If one of them fight Canelo going to knock one of them out. Why? Because they already going to be damaged goods. Them boys gonna put they all into that fight. Watch, they gonna put they all into that fight, bro. That shit gonna be crazy. They gonna put they all into it. You know, but hopefully, hopefully we get to see Frank Martin back sometime this year, next year. You know, they said Frank Martin moving up to 140. Frank Martin versus Gary Russell Jr. would be a good fight. Yeah, that'd be a good fight. You know, I want to see Tio back in the ring. I want to see Tio unify. No, I see what Top Rank doing. Top Rank blackballing him. Bud Crawford. No, you should like what up? What Bud Crawford should do, because Bud Crawford he's suing Top Rank himself. Help your fellow peer out. You know, both of y'all were signed to the same promotional company, but fuck being signed there. Y'all fighters. Y'all need to stick together. You understand me? Like, you need a fighter union. Y'all need something. Y'all need to stick together. You know, whatever people do for entertainment purposes only, because that's all it is. Person calling niggas soft, monkeys, bitches, right? That all that shit is for entertainment purposes only. You know, y'all doing shit for entertainment, but y'all really have something. Y'all have a lawsuit with this fucking company, with this one guy. It's a couple of people, but really, there's, you know, this guy's stepson. You know, allegedly, right? But it's real because y'all say it. You know, y'all need to put on this fight. Y'all should put on a fight, make y'all money, right? Cause I know when you hit him, you say you'll take the fight for free, right? And you said for free, right? Because and he's saying yeah, cause he like yo fuck Top Rank. Y'all saying fuck Top Rank. You feel me? So if it happens, and he Tio still gonna eat. You feel me? You gonna make sure that because you ain't a piece of shit. You a thoroughbred. I mean, you a live motherfucker. You know. And I agree with you. I agree with both of y'all motherfuckers with this lawsuit. You know what I mean? Because with Bud Crawford, you know, they blackballed both of their careers. I don't give a fuck what anybody say. And the reason I say that is because I'm going to use Bud Crawford and Teal for an example. With Bud Crawford, you know, every time Bud Crawford became undisputed, he had a chance to make millions of dollars. And they made him drop his belts and move up to a different weight class. Like, for instance, when he became undisputed at 140, he could have had two more fights at 140 and became a pay-per-view star. He could have started making $10-20 million. He became undisputed, bro. So he became undisputed. He should have had two more fights at 140, then moved up. But y'all plans was different. Alright, he moved up, got Jeff Horn. Y'all set the shit up. The stars ain't aligned. Y'all set it up like that. Devin Haney soft as shit. No, when I be talking shit about Bud, you know, I ain't saying he's soft or nothing. No, he just whoever his matchmaking is, you know, they learned off Top Rank to sabotage his career. That's why I'm breaking it down, because when he became undisputed with Spence, right? He could have said, "All right, Spence ain't ready," which I do blame Spence for the first 3-4 months. You could have said, "Yo, I'm not ready. Go ahead." And then we could have got Charlo versus Bud. Bud could have defended his undisputed titles. Like when he fought, he could have fought Boots. He could have fought Stanionis. He could have fought Victor Ortiz at 147. Soon he became undisputed, he should have had another fight. You understand me? And then that shit would have catapulted him on a higher level. Now you're the cash cow, nigga. You beat Spence, bro. You're the cash cow. You undisputed. 2 time. Like, come on, bro. But Top Rank ain't do that for him. They dragged it. And all of a sudden, we wait a year and we get Madrimov. And we like, what the fuck? Who the fuck is Madrimov? Like, bro, you're not Tank Davis. You can't create a pit bull. Nobody. Then you telling Tio he want to fight you. You got to fight Madrimov. Madrimov ass. You know he ass. You just let a bum motherfucker take you the distance with no experience as a pro. He only got 10 wins. And you mentioned 300 amateur fights, but the amateurs and pros is different, nigga. You know, hair gear, like, this shit different, bro. So stop it. Please stop it. Leave it alone. Please stop it. And then with Top Rank did to Tio, we watched Tio go fight Richard Comey, right? When he fought Richard Comey, he beat Richard Comey. Everybody was scared of Richard Comey at 135 because he was the boogeyman. Tio went over there, whooped his ass, got him out of here in the second round, collected the IBF title. Lomachenko had 3 belts. He had the WBA, the WBC, and the WBO. When him and Tio fought, they fought for undisputed. You can go right now on YouTube or ESPN and you can watch the fight, Teofimo versus Lomachenko, and they fight for undisputed. At the end of the fight, Tio raised, he got the lineal ring, which is undisputed. And what they say, how you feel to become an undisputed champion. And he break it down. And then, not even a week later, no, because he had to sign back. Doing the right around the Gambosa's fight, he had to resign with Top Rank. And he said, I think about it after this fight. And we seen what happened. We seen no Gambosa did good, no, but they burnt T.O. To me, they burnt T.O. And then they wouldn't give him the rematch, and then T.O. re-signed, and that's when they give him the Josh Taylor fight. Then he become undisputed again, which is a lineal champ, and then they shit on him saying, "You're not undisputed, bro. A lineal title is undisputed, bro. What the fuck is you talking about? Nobody beat Josh Taylor. I did. You feel me? And they played him for that, just like O'Shaquie Foster. O'Shaquie, when his last fight, he got robbed. We seen that. He said the same things he'll say. After this fight, I won this fight. After this fight, no, we can negotiate. And I sit down and re-sign. And what they did, they burnt O'Shaquie. That's why O'Shaquie got his rematch now. Why? Because he re-signed with them. Shakur Stevenson was going to do the same thing, but he ain't re-signed with Top Rank. That's why Top Rank did the corny shit, was showing that people was leaving, and the whole time the people was going to get fooled. You know what I mean? Like, that shit be crazy. But they dick eat Devin Haney. You know what I mean? They dick eat the Haneys, man. But like I said, Top Rank did a lot of funny business with motherfuckers, man. And people should have learned that shit off Floyd Mayweather. They should have learned that shit off everybody that left Top Rank and sued them. From De La Hoya to Mayweather, everybody, bro. Mikey Garcia, everybody, But like I say, to each his own. But the funny thing about all of that shit is, I want y'all to remember this. Before 2019, what promotional company had all the belts? PBC. That's damn right. Once Tyson Fury, I do not own the copyrights to that shit, so please do not fuck up my life. Once Tyson Fury fought Deontay Wilder, they made sure they did all of the cheating scams and all of that shit to get all of the belts out of PBC hands. And that's what they did. They got all of the belts out of PBC hands, bro. And now that shit just scattered everywhere. That shit everywhere. The belts everywhere. But before that, 2018 on down, PBC had all of the motherfucking belts. This fucking piece of shit hit, yo, banging this stupid ass music, man. Banging this stupid ass music, y'all. Motherfuckers, man. Well, I'm gonna go off this live because they about to hit me with a copyright claim and shit for these little Spanish hick motherfuckers. And I'll beat the shit out them Spanish hick motherfuckers. Salute to y'all. See y'all later, man. Coach Malachi, True Media Boxing from 3 to 5. And from 7 on up, go holler at my guy H Money Boxing. I'll be back live later too. I'm gonna get at y'all. They fucking up the live, y'all. Dollar. God dead. I'm gonna get at you. King Gucci, I'm gonna get at you. John, I'm gonna get at you. H Money, I'm gonna holler at you later. But God dead. Peace up, blessed up, my guy. Hold it, dog. 1-3. Fucking dumb.